Can you find the border between life and death? Who says where the one ends and the other begins? There is no border. There is no such thing as death. Can you find the border between life and death? Who says there is a border? Who says where there is the life that ends and the death begins? There is no border at all. It is an ongoing existence. Consciousness does not stop and start. It flows continuously through existence. Who says there is a death? Only the one who is afraid of life. The real being, the real existence, that's life. It doesn't end. Only the personal mind structure comes to an end. Hallelujah. That's the freedom of your real self, which is eternally existing. There is no stop and going on, or stop and start. There is no such thing as death in your eternal being. Be free, be happy. Overwhelming bliss. You will see, you never died. You were never born. Still you existed eternally. Let this be your happiness. There is nowhere a border. This is just lines that we pull in our consciousness, and then we have to overcome that line that we made ourselves, this border. Do you see a border between day and night? It is not like this is day and then boom, and you step over it and then it's night, or light and dark. It is smooth going one into the other. There is no point that you say here it is, where it is this and then it is that. Do you see a border in the ocean when it is low tide, and then there's the ebb tide, and then there is high tide? There is no border in the waves that says low and now it becomes high or it is high. All is smooth in the nature. And we are part of nature. Our bodies. It is not that bang, you are there and then bang, you are not there. The body is made from 9 months. It existed from a little dot into a human being. Smoothly 9 months, and then it was in the world and going back. But it is not that it is bam, all of a sudden. There is no sudden in the world, in life. It is totally smooth moving. So the death is not something that says bam, stop, you don't exist. No, it's not like that. It's for the mind. The mind that clings to this body and this life of the person. There will be an end. Happily. Because the mind is that which makes us separated and sick. Makes us a victim of our own being. Mind makes you be other. Mind makes borders. But happily, that stops working. The mind will stop. The attention goes on. Awareness, consciousness. You are aware of the smooth going from life to the next state of your being. The consciousness in you is everlasting, going on into awareness. Conscious is being aware of something, and awareness is there is nothing in it. There is no form anymore. And that's what we all will reach. The formlessness of what we are. We are formless. And this body is the tool to reach that state. And smoothly it goes on into another consciousness. And awareness grows to its own empty self, which you are eternally. So there is no here and then the next and then the next, because that would be very painful. And that's what the mind does. It makes everything separated to control. Mind thinks to have control. That's not true. Mind is a tool. Can the hammer control the nail? No, the hammer is a tool to work with. The mind is a tool to work with. And who works with it? Consciousness. And where will consciousness end? It will go smoothly into awareness. And awareness will fleet from all objects. And that's what you are. So happy and so fulfilled. That's when you are hungry and you eat. And then you are fulfilled. That feeling. But then so deeply and strongly experienced. Not for the body, the stomach, the belly is full, but the whole soul, your whole beingness is fulfilled with your own self. Namaste. Can you see the connection between you and me, you and me. No, I cannot even see you. And you cannot see me, only the picture. Can you understand the words that are still have to be spoken? They are not there yet. The sound of the words is not there. They are not formed, but the meaning of the words is in both of us already available. It is there, the wisdom of that what we are, in you, in me. But the mind goes in the outer world, finding pleasure, searching for joy. So that makes as if you have a hat on, covered on your intelligence. That's the difference when people don't have attention for the wisdom inside. They have their attention in the outer world. Oh, I like those shoes. I'm going to buy myself some new shoes. That is the joy that they try to feel. And they cover the joy which is already there, waiting to explode. And in one being, we all the same beings, but in one being there can be wisdom coming forth, and in the other there's only the direction of the world to buy shoes or vacation or whatever. And still there's only one mind, there's only one being. That's why it is possible that we can connect, although totally different place. This here is Holland, and where you are, America, Germany, England, Belgium, somewhere on this planet, there is connection between the forms that are only one form. That's why we can understand each other. Because we are all connected like this to the one creator. And that's the mind of God, the Spirit. Billions of forms, and they are all connected if they give it attention. So God is in all beings, spread out and apart from himself, although he is God everywhere. And he knows in every being exactly that he is. And why going through experiences, this God is coming to the surface, and bye-bye new pair of shoes. Who wants shoes? Oh my goodness, I want myself to know me. That's God. And you know what? You will notice that if you don't search for it anymore, there will some reason appear that you find a new pair of shoes. Maybe some friend bought shoes that they don't like anymore and you get them, or whatever God plays. Because if you stop searching, you have everything. There is only one being, all knowing in all forms, even the ones that go out finding joy in material things. God is there in them. It is the same God as in you and me. That's why there is this connection, this knowing. It is all one. One wave in the Atlantic Ocean coming up and going down and floating on the ocean. It is the same water as the wave in Argentina that's coming ashore and breaking and withdrawn. Because it's all one ocean, it's connected. You can see that, you can imagine that. And all forms on earth also connected. But there is a difference in capacity of thinking. That is the play of God. How else could he find himself the pleasure of discovering what he is if he would not disappear from its own knowledge? That's to say, the knowledge doesn't disappear, but the mind makes up fantasy and thinks that it is real. And then God is experiencing that unreality in order to find his reality. And that's why we are the same one. Whether you are in another country or me here or wherever in the cosmos, on a planet or in sleep, I can talk to you and you sleep, but you will know. And you wake up and you say, I dreamt something. That's the connection of that one spirit. We will find each other because there is no one lost. Thank you God for this deep wisdom. There's only one. When God says to you, I am God, and I know it, and you are God too, but you have forgotten. Then you are thinking, oh yes, I have forgotten. Then you think of the I who has forgotten. But if you think and feel who has forgotten and what has been forgotten, then you are back in the God being. You see? You have to go somewhere. People are waiting. But you forget. And what are you thinking of? Oh, I forgot to go to my friends. And you have the thoughts at yourself, person. Or are you thinking, oh, I have forgotten to go to my friends. And you think about the friends. That's the distance between the one word forgotten. If God says you are God and you have forgotten, then you think, oh, I have forgotten. I am a human, a person. I have forgotten. Then you think of what it is that has forgotten. But if you think of what has been forgotten, you think God has been forgotten. You don't think of I, but you think of God, and that brings you back to what you are. It's a question of feeling. You are God. I have forgotten. So I'm separated. I have forgotten that I am God. Forget about the one who has forgotten. That was you to make this whole journey through life, through experiences. And now you come back You are God who has forgotten God and went into this creation to experience. And now you are back. I am God. Wherever I have been in my consciousness, it was all the time God. Even if he played, he had forgotten and played you, going through the experiences. Yeah, it's a question of feeling it, seeing it clearly, and then be aware of it. Be conscious that you are God, and you forget yourself. You forget to be God. You forget to go to your friends. That's the same person. And you think about the friends, they're waiting, and you think about you forgetting to go. It's just the same. There is a distance. You and the friends waiting. But you say, I am God and I have forgotten. Then there is this God only. The God that forgot himself is still God, but he didn't remember. And he went out in creation to experience what he is not. I am not this creation, I am not these experiences, I am not this person feeling and doing things and feeling pain and feeling joy. I am not that. I am the God who is inside. How do you cannot explain feelings if you don't understand the words. But if you understand the words, then they are not needed anymore. See? Well, we all are God. There's only one God in all those forms, in every atom of creation, alive or not alive. Every single thing is God. It's so funny when you come to realize, like now, I have an insight and I start to speak on the camera just to remember and to maybe to share it with people that are interested and they want to learn about the real self, about the God they are. So I have this insight that only God exists. Well, stop talking. Why should I talk to someone else about God when every single thing is God? Now, that's not necessary. God is all pervading, all knowing. He is all there is. So why should God talk to God about God? Because I am God, you are God, God is God. Well, of course it is that he plays, he doesn't know, and then starts to understand slowly by slowly experiences and opening consciousness that everything is God, but still you act as if you are not God. And then by going through that period, because everything is just temporal, then there will be an end of the talk. Because why should God talk about God to God? He is already that. I once saw a video about the scientists in Puttaparthi in the hospital, the doctors, and Baba visited the hospital, so to give them opportunity to speak, and that they were happy to see him. And all those people came with all the stuff that they had built, and like echoes and all machines for the hospital. for operations and so. And Baba walked around and he listened, and the doctors were coming with books, with descriptions about things, how it worked, and they were explaining to Baba how the apparatus, the machines worked in the hospital. And Baba was listening and pleased and putting, yes, you did well. And I saw that everything is God, so these doctors were explaining to God what he already made himself. And now I understand that I do the same. Because everything is God. So why should God now make a video about God and share it with other gods? Well, of course, because the others think they are separated. And that's the play of God. He is everywhere playing his own play, and we can enjoy it by growing through that consciousness and to be aware. Wow, it's not necessary to explain that God is God, because he is God. You see? Okay, well, it's fun. It's funny to realize that you are that. That's the greatest bliss and the joy one can achieve. Be happy. And that's what it means when Baba says the whole creation will stop. Of course. If everybody has understood and realized he is God, why should there be creation? Because then all gods around the world would know they are God, and they meet God and they talk to God, and there's no hurry to find God because they know they are God. It's not necessary to create anymore. So even the earth, the cosmos, everything will disappear. You too. Because you are God. And God cannot disappear because he's eternal intelligence, eternal knowing. And that's always there. So no need to make a play and to act as if you don't know what you are. But it will go on for a long time because there are billions of forms that don't know it. Deep inside, yes. And all the animals will incarnate in human beings. And they will start to be selfish and with animal behavior, me, and they will fight. And that's what happened now in the world in countries where there are people suppress others and they kill another because the woman has a hair coming out of it is not covered and she's killed, like in Iran and in those countries that are very low animalistic behavior of the people that just incarnated from being animal. They incarnated into human being, and slowly, by going through all experiences and loss and pain, they will open up slowly, and then they will finally understand there is only God. Everything is God, from growing from animal to the God. It's all God. And if everybody knows that, no more creation needed. It was a dream anyway, so it is God's dream. It's your dream. You dream this. Wake up or dream on, but have fun either way, because you are God